I'm Bonnie Cuseno, and I am coming to you today from Treehouse Yoga here in Miami Beach, Florida. Our posture for today that we will focus on is squat pose. If you know already that you tend to have some challenges doing squat pose, I'll suggest that you use a wall or railing, something behind you that you can lean on that will support you so that you feel safe as you come down into your squat pose. Feet, we'll start with a little more than hips width apart. Try to set your feet up nice and straight. What I mean by that is not having your toes turned out. Try and set them up straight so that you're aligning all the bones and the muscles of the body. We'll inhale deeply, and as you exhale, we'll begin to bend the knees, and I want you to just try and keep your back on the wall as you slide down. So if you're using the wall, just stay there against the wall all the way down so that when you get to the bottom of your squat, the wall is supporting you so you feel safe to be there. If you are not using the wall, again, we're going to have the feet a little more than hips width apart, feet nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to bend your knees, sink down. If your heels need to lift off the ground, that's fine. If not, keep them down. If you need to put your hands down on the floor because you're tipped forward too much, that is also fine. So just please take whatever adjustments you need. You might also think about if your heels are off the floor and it's really challenging for you to be here, get a folded blanket or a pillow and put it underneath your heels so that you have something to rest on. Usually a blanket that's folded nicely and neatly will do a little bit better for you than a pillow, but whatever you have that you can just put underneath the heels to help support you. If holding your balance is tricky for you, you might need to drop your hands down to the floor in front of you, and that's also fine. And you'll just hang out here and breathe as deeply as you can in this posture, and just allow the body to slowly release. If you are with your heels down, then great, keep them down. Try and really feel yourself grounding in the whole bottom of both of your feet. Let your elbows come inside your knees if your hands are free, and pressing out on the knees. So we're encouraging the legs to rotate open. Thighs are rolling back, opening the femur bone. Place your hands, press them into each other. Thumbs resting at your sternum, reminding your chest to stay lifted. So we're not allowing the chest to collapse. We're trying to lengthen the spine as much as possible. Then being mindful not to reach the chin forward. That brings compression into the cervical spine, which isn't going to help your neck any. So, pulling the chin back a little bit, keeping the neck as long as you can. Think of making a long line from the tailbone through the top of the head, as long as you can. And then we just breathe here, slow deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. If you need to, if it's feeling really challenging, you might exhale through your mouth instead of your nose. Another option here, if squat pose is challenging that way, you might try bringing your feet together, turn your toes out, and just let the heels lift off the floor. So we're coming into squat pose this way, with heels lifted, toes turned out. Hands can absolutely rest on the floor here. And if you want to deepen the stretch in your inner thighs and in your low back, you'll drop your head down, allowing your whole body to just go down between the thighs. And maybe your head can rest on the floor. Maybe the head rests on the floor. Maybe you put it on your hands. It doesn't matter. Wherever it goes is fine. And then maybe coming back to feet apart, maybe working from where you are. Take a deep breath in. Press into your feet. Lift through the crown of your head. And on that inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing. So here we go. Inhaling. Good. Shake the legs out just a little bit. Shake your hips out. And you may feel a flush of fluid or warmth into your knees, and that is because you have squeezed out all of the old fluid that was in your knees, and now your body is bringing fresh new fluid into the knees, helping to renew the knees, keeping them healthy and alive. I hope that this practice of squat pose has helped you in some way. Enjoy practicing squat pose on your own now, or Malasana as it is also called. Until the next video, namaste.